This is why people have been and continue to turn away from the mainstream media, because they pretend to be blind to things that everybody else can clearly see. I can see it, you can see it, Joe Rogan can see it too, and he's got a big platform where he can talk about it. And maybe that's why they hate him so much. But here's the headline: ridiculous. Rogan torches White House press secretary after Ducey asked about her 2016 stolen election claim. During his podcast on Tuesday, the host was speaking with stand-up comedians Tony Hinchcliffe and Hans Kim about the press secretary's hilarious answer to Ducey about a tweet she made in 2016 claiming that former President Donald Trump had stolen the election. And that's Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary. You might have seen her doing this.
I don't have anything. 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 I just don't have anything. I don't have anything. We don't have anything.
Anyway, did you ever see her confronted on it? Rogan asked his guests. You got to see this. It's hilarious. Because that guy, Peter Ducey from Fox News, who always asks the best questions, like, if you want that show to be entertaining, you want that guy to ask questions because he always catches them. And so he brings up this tweet of hers from 2016 where she says the election is stolen while she's talking about how important it is to not entertain any ideas about the 2020 election. Like, what are you talking about? What? Let's take a look at the clip.
But just in trying to understand the new attention on the MAGA Republicans, you tweeted in 2016 Trump stole an election.
I was waiting, Peter, when you were going to ask me that question.
Well, great. Here we go. You tweeted Trump stole an election. You tweeted Brian Kemp stole an election. If denying election results is extreme now, why wasn't it then?
let's be really clear. That comparison that you made is just ridiculous. I have been. Well, you're asking me a question. Yes. Let me answer it.
And you said it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get how that's ridiculous. How did it change in 4 years? So it went from it's perfectly fine to question elections to now it's the worst thing that's ever happened in the history of the world. And Joe Rogan noticed this insane level of hypocrisy. And here's the tweet that Ducey's asking her about. Stolen emails, stolen drone, stolen election. Welcome to the world of unprecedented Trump. I don't know. That sounds like insurrection to me. Rogan said, quote, first of all, what kind of audit have you done where you're so confident that the election has been stolen or has not been stolen? How much work are you doing before you're making these assertions? Almost zero. And it didn't matter because the media wanted to believe that. So you could just say anything. And at that point, she was part of the media. And she was part of the media that absolutely hated Trump. And just absolutely anything was okay. The ends justified the means. Anyway, he said that her saying that question is ridiculous. This is not a ridiculous question, Rogan told his guests. That is a very good question. It's a very good question. But anyway, he went on to blast those who have claimed that asking voters to show ID is racist. But doing the same when it comes to the pandemic is necessary. And by the way, voter showing ID is like every other country. It's totally normal. Not asking for ID is a total aberration. And it's so strange, you really do have to wonder about the motives. But anyway, he said, you don't need to show ID to vote, but you better have your ID ready and your Vax card if you want to eat in a restaurant. Same people, he added, same people. ID is racist, but you need an ID because you have to do the right thing. It's like they're bearing the weight of all this hypocrisy all day long, and it's just blowing their brains out. What it is just no accountability, no rules. Here's a narrative that's been presented to us. We are just going to follow that. Doesn't matter if it makes sense. Doesn't matter if people get hurt. Doesn't matter if people lose their jobs. Election integrity doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if nobody knows what the consequences of certain medical procedures might be in a few years' time. None of that matters, just the narrative. There's no rule other than obey the narrative. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. I thank you for sharing my content. I will see you next time.